Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Karina and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my personal experience on getting my eyebrows microbladed. Some of you guys might be wondering what the heck is microblading, and it's okay. I didn't know either until last year when like everybody and their grandmothers were getting their eyebrows microbladed, and it looks so cool. So microblading is pretty much an eyebrow tattoo, but it's not like those eyebrows tattoos where, you know, like 9-10 years ago your mom or your grandma would get her eyebrows tattooed with like an actual tattoo needle, and it kind of honestly it kind of looked like just a Sharpie in eyebrow. No hate to any of you guys that have that. I mean, technology evolves and you gotta kind of adapt to it. Sometimes you didn't have microblading 9-10 years ago and now you do. So no hate, I'm sorry if I offended anyone. In contrast, microblading is actually when you get your eyebrows tattooed, but they tattoo little strokes of hair. So it looks way more natural. And the only difference, I think, or I'm pretty sure there's a lot of differences, but the biggest difference is that a tattoo, that old school tattoos that you used to have on your eyebrows, were pretty much permanent and like they will last forever almost, or years and years, and you would just go get it touched up and stuff. And with microblading, it's a semi-permanent tattoo, so it will not last a long time, over 5 years. It will probably last 1 to 2 years depending on your skin type, if it's oily or dry. So that's pretty much the difference between old tattoos and new tattoos. That's what microblading is. So the reason why I decided to microblade my eyebrows, my personal reasons, were because first of all, I really don't have a lot of hair on my eyebrows. I have tons of hair on my head. However, on my eyebrows, I really didn't have a lot of hair. So I would always have to shade it in every day before doing anything, because I felt like I was like naked, like my face was naked if I didn't do my eyebrows. And it would honestly take so much time for me to do that in the morning. Sometimes I was in a rush and I would kind of be late to work because I was sharpening in my eyebrows. So I decided to do it because it took too much time, I had no hair, and it just looked awesome. So I wanted to give it a try. So I have this friend, April. We went to high school together and she studied cosmetology and all that. But her like main thing is eyebrows. She's like the eyebrow queen. I love her. She does so many beauty things, but she really goes above and beyond for eyebrows. So I had followed her like Facebook page of all the work that she does and stuff, and I kept seeing how awesome eyebrows were looking after people went with her, and I was like, hey, you know, I kind of want to do that too. So I got in contact with her. She gave me all the information and I decided to go for it because, like I said, her work looked awesome. So I flew from Italy to Texas to visit family. I was already in town. I scheduled her for like a month in advance because I knew she was always booked. And it was a really good experience with her. I really recommend her. Shout out to April and Brows and Beauty Studio. That's where she works. It's her own business, so go support her. I don't want to take too long explaining the whole process of microblading. So if you guys want to watch my vlog where I actually went that day and I recorded everything on how the whole process of microblading was, I will leave the link on the description box below so you guys can check that out. But I'm going to explain it like super quick. So the day that I went in, April explained everything she was gonna do to me, which was awesome because I like to know what's gonna happen. Then she kind of started by setting up the points where she was gonna microblade it. So she kind of, I don't know exactly how like they do it to figure out your shape and everything. I'm pretty sure it depends on like the individual. But for me, she kind of measured like my nose to my corner, and this is the beginning, and then I had to look like straight ahead, and she measured from like the corner of my nose, my pupil, and this was like the arc of your eyebrow, and then she measured it like going this way to the side of my eyes. So it was all pretty much like my natural shape of my eyebrows. She just like outlined it. She outlined, what was that word? She outlined my eyebrows. And then she asked me if I liked it or not, if I wanted anything changed. And I'm really happy she asked me that, because it really made me feel like I was in control of it, instead of just being like, all right, sit down, let's do this. I'm running out of breath. I'm talking so fast. So after she shaped them and I was happy with the shape of it, then she went on to apply some numbing cream on it, and we waited a little bit for the numbing cream to like go into my skin and for my skin to be numb. And I'm really happy she did that because I feel like the numbing cream really did help. And what I love is that she kept applying it throughout the whole process, which made it less painful. So how she tattooed my eyebrows, it was not like a tattoo needle where you're like zzz. It was pretty much like a small blade with like little teeth at the end. So it was like not an electronic blade, it was just that. Then she would dip it into some type of ink that she had like on her finger, like a ring ink thing. And then she would slowly and gently try to scrape. Oh, that sounds like an ugly thing, scrape. Well, that's basically what they were doing. They would like scrape your eyebrows. And she went obviously with the direction that my natural eyebrows and my natural hairs grow. And by the way, I'm not wearing nothing on my eyebrows today. So this is kind of how they look right now. And mind you, it has been a year and 2 months since I have done my eyebrow microblading, so it still looks pretty decent. But anyway, back to the process. So when she scrapes it, you can kind of hear kind of like if you scrape sandpaper. That's kind of how it sounds. And if that irks you, then probably just wear headphones or something. But it wasn't too bad for me. Now the main question that a lot of people asked me was if it hurt. And obviously I didn't just go to the salon and just like took a little nap. Obviously it did hurt. It wasn't pain-free. However, I don't think it hurt so much. I personally don't have a high pain tolerance. I'm a crybaby for everything. So for me to say that it didn't hurt, I think it didn't really hurt. From 1 to 10, I would say it hurt maybe like a 3. And the worst parts were probably the edges. Up here I didn't really feel anything. After she finished pretty much drawing out my little hairs everywhere, she kind of applied a coat of ink, I think is what it was. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what I remember. And then she cleaned it off, and I guess it kind of got them a little bit darker, or it was for the ink to actually go into the insertions that she made. I also loved that she gave me an aftercare kit, which she explained everything to me. It had like instructions on what to do and not to do to your eyebrows. So if I remember correctly, it was maybe around like 24 or 48 hours that I could not wet my face or sweat or anything, so I didn't go to the gym for that time. And when I would shower, I would kind of just like shower far away from my face. She also gave me some little oils that would prevent it. I think I remember it was for like bacteria, so no bacteria would get into them. So I walked out of that salon feeling like a freaking queen. I loved it. My eyebrows look freaking bomb. They look so good. I loved it. Really go watch the video because you guys can really tell how good it was. And I loved it that at the end she kind of did like where she brushed my eyebrows, and you could really see the tattoos at the bottom. So it looks so, it's just like an illusion. It's like magic. Like, who does that? I don't know. I really liked it. So about 2 weeks later, I went for my touch-up. So pretty much after you microblade, it depends on your skin. It might peel a little bit and some of it might fall off or not. So you should go back to go get a retouch, and she just kind of fixed whatever looked like if it faded, if there was like little spots that she missed or something. She kind of fixed it up a little bit and made it look like new again, and I felt wonderful again. I felt like a queen. I have my notes here because I forget. Personally, for me, I don't really have oily skin or dry skin. It's kind of in the middle, which I'm really thankful for. It didn't really peel a lot for me. It peeled a little bit. And that's when she fixed it, and after that it almost didn't really peel. When I went with her is when I was doing my whole Vlogmas series, so I vlogged for like every day after that, so you can kind of see the process of my eyebrows, how they look 5, 6, almost 2 weeks after that. They still looked okay, so it wasn't like a complete change where it just all fell off. Because I know my mom tried to do microblading, but she didn't go with April. She went to Juarez because we live in a border town, so you can go to Mexico to do pretty much anything for cheaper too. So obviously she paid less, but hers, like, it pretty much fell off the next week. So for my honest review, I know a lot of people have said that they don't recommend it, that they didn't like it. I think for everybody it's different. Like I said, it depends on your skin type, who you go with, where you're at, how, I don't know, different factors affected. But for me personally, I recommend it. I really loved it. First of all, it didn't hurt so much where I say, oh my god, it hurt way too much, I wouldn't do it. Second of all, as you can tell, this is about a year and 2 months after I have gotten my eyebrows microbladed. I'll go in a little bit closer, and it still looks okay. It has faded away, obviously. It doesn't look as like bold as it did at the beginning or the first few months. It has faded away. It kind of sucks that it faded away, but I knew that it was a semi-permanent tattoo. I wasn't expecting for this to last forever. And also the second factor was that my friend April didn't charge me a hand and a leg and my head and everything. I didn't have to sell my house to get it microbladed. I know some people, I have done my research in New York and in LA and big places like that. They charge you around 800 or 700, 500, even maybe 1,000 to get that done, and that is crazy. I would have not done that if it was that much money. My friend April charged me 150, which was awesome for the both sessions. However, she obviously has a bigger market now, and she is a professional and she does a great job. So I'm pretty sure her prices have gone up a little bit. She also offers a bunch of other things to do. I will leave all of her information if you live in El Paso, Texas on the description below so that you maybe can go and check it out by yourself. But I do think it was worth it because it saved me a lot of time getting ready in the morning, and I could go to the gym because I go to the gym pretty much every day and sweat and look like crazy at 5:30 in the morning while I was doing CrossFit. I would touch my face and it would not come off compared to before. I try not to rip my face because I knew one eyebrow would be higher than the other and everybody would be laughing at me. So I do recommend microblading. I had a good experience on it and I went with a person that I trusted. So I do suggest just do your research, go with somebody that you trust, go with somebody that gets the job right. Look at the middle sweet spot where it's not too expensive and it's not too cheap like my mom did, or too expensive like some other people did and still ended up hating it. That's it. That's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I know it's a little bit different because I have never really done a review before on my channel. I hope if you're interested in getting your eyebrows microbladed, I hope that this vlog helped you make your decision or that it answered any of your questions. If you still have any questions about my experience microblading or anything that I didn't talk about, please leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know if you guys would like for me to talk about any other subject, no matter what. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next vlog. Ciao!